He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Off play action. Lindsey. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, it's Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin in the Midwest. Venerable Soldier Field is the site for Cincinnati taking on Chicago in their home opener. And as they approach halftime, it's the...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on second down. Harris eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action here on first down. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the keeper. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
One more time with Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 27, Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down. Less than a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he'll set up the screen to Drake. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is... And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or 2 as he's tackled just shy of the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lindsey. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Lindsey. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw his Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is caught. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out the and the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. It's complete. Hunter Renfrow. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and 2, Lindsey. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Lindsey. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Carr, and he hits Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They'll run. It's Drake. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go!
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing his Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Lindsey. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do it, his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Lindsey. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headline.